think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. The last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... See, I was always questioning this 2 shots. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, never mind 2. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. I'm surprised it didn't pursue this 2 shots thing as a point of logic that much. Click. Miss Minnie? She immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through. Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who's that, laughing at a time like this? Ugh. Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely, of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. We haven't presented the motive yet, have we? And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? I mean, the thing is that you could just be like... I'm seeing the likes now. You could be like, you know, like, just be like, saying, like, that it's because it's her sister, like, and she wanted revenge for that, like. Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things to get away with it? Yeah, well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Minnie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? There we go. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? That's... Let's say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. Where's her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. It's gotta be the newspaper clipping. Is what I'm thinking here, because I was like totally tired and I dropped off to sleep, then there was this crash. Does it present the idea that... because I'm putting the pieces there together in my head. Doctor looking in shadows. If Miss Minnie has to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Minnie. Mimi Minnie was the nurse at Gray's surgical clinic, where 14 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? Maybe not that then, so maybe... What we're actually thinking here is if we go with her sister. Because that more implicates as to what's going on with this situation, I feel, so... Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great, now even she is calling me by my full name. You'd think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death. I mean, that would be enough, but no. And yes at the same time. If you've been following along, you'll know what I mean by that. Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like, going to explain, so, like, please listen, okay? Uh-huh, you've regained your confidence and your acting abilities. It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? Mm-hmm. She's back to her airhead persona. However, you say, pathetic Mr. Phoenix Wright. You fail to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Minnie has stated is very true. Harry, you're such an idiot. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. But the huge hole in her entire thing? With Pearl, we're just going to ignore that, are you? You idiot. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Yeah, but we do have the whole, her statement doesn't make sense because it's a lie. That is factually proven at this point, but okay. Just so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? Well, I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. What? I hope you liked your slice of humble pie. I forgot about that. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Innie Minnie. Of course. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright? You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Oh. Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it is also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Minnie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? I mean, I'm gonna have to say yes, I can. What else can I do at this point? I am not totally confident here, really, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Minnie had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. No, I'm not. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. No, she's on the side of winning. Very different. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me. I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a sec. Oh dear, to be continued. I really still need to go back and see how I lost some of my, what are they even called, the things in the top right? You've got a name. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Is it really true? About my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hello. Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is. She's pointing at me. June 22nd, 10:12 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, I had a lovely lunch. Hello. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Innie Minnie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Innie Minnie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Minnie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive? I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past? Miss Minnie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Last year's accident. There we go. That was, last year, in May. Something really bad had happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Why did you not drive instead in this scenario? I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay, that covers that aspect. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Minnie's sister. Yeah. Means I'll have to work this from another angle. Let's press her on everything. That was last year in May. Was it in May? Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, like, that was in May too? Like, the thing with all the patients dying was like May 2nd? And like, our accident was like on the 24th? 2 accidents back to back. To assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was like totally tired, so that's why, duh. Something really bad had happened at like my sister's clinic around then? And like, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was like totally pooped too, so I like fell asleep in the passenger seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. I like opened the door and like got away. There's got to be some sort of secret sneaking in this testimony. Yes, let's find that one crushing contradiction and end this. It was like last year in May. Something really bad had happened at like my sister's clinic around then. Okay. So I'm just gonna keep going through like just thinking like, what's going on here? That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? Like, I heard it was because the medicines like got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mini? Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis? That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Yes, it does. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mini's fault. Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mini is the one who made the mistake. But, like, it really wasn't my sis. And like the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Okay. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? Like, she had to talk to the police? And like, was being investigated like every day? It was like a totally terrible situation? It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? Oh, press harder then. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Aha! But still, she was tired as well, so... Can't really get around that. Like, they're both tired. It's both a health and safety risk at that point, so... Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True. But, like... I don't, like, have a driver's license? Well, that's just... That's... No. Can I present that now? Because it's like, excuse me? Yes, you do. Like, I was expecting it to be like, yeah, but I was tired as well. That would have been stupid. Like, oh, yeah. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony. Okay. Anyway. I was, like, totally pooped, so I fell asleep in the passenger seat. Okay. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. Let's keep pressing on this. And your sister, what happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. Do I have to go around again then to get to the license thing? Because her sentence didn't make sense of what we were just discussing. So I like opened the door and like got away. May as well press her on it. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like, kept wanting to forget that time. So, like, I don't remember things about the accident in, like, detail anymore. Well, it's alright. No need to push yourself. I think I, like, gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be the most accurate, you know? It's that article, then I've already got it. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. Why was it added to the end? That's odd, but okay, let's go with the present that then.
Objection!
Miss Minnie. That was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Minnie? That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about, that perverted fake clinic director? Uh-huh. Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know? No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November? What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Minnie did not have a driver's license. Cry, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, don't think my sis would, let me drive. You shouldn't have said that. You're leading us somewhere, aren't you? Because it's like, why? Why wouldn't she? Like, you were fine until you said that. That was like, oh, well, can't really disprove anything there, can't change anything, but you had to say that, didn't you? Just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Minnie, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive away? That's because, I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Minnie? If you please. How annoying? Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. Around that time, I was, really close to getting my license. My sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She, had just gotten this really shiny, bright, red sports car. She, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too? Okay. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm terribly knowledgeable about cars, but I wouldn't be allowed. Let's press her on everything. Around that time, I was, really close to getting my license. So what do you mean by really close? I had one of those permit things? I think that's what they're called. Permit. Yeah, I imagine that's like a provisional license, because that's what I have, sort of. Wow, big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. What? Ignorance is to be whipped. What is with her? What she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, may I continue? My sis was, this totally big fan of cars and, really valued them. She valued cars. How much would you say she valued her car? About 50 grand? Well, she'd flip out at, a drop of rain. And, she would notice if someone, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage? Ever. May as well press harder. Why does she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It's a brand spanking new car. New car. Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think that cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something more significant, alright? Well, Miss Minnie, what kind of car was it? She had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It was a new car. Yeah. She had, just gotten it. It was, from the UK. Hello. From the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? May. And it was a really special model. Uh-huh. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. Guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I want to see here. Where was it in the newspaper clipping? Number 2? Late night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. And there was this crash, and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep, but I opened the right door and got out. Which would put you in the driver's seat. That would put you in the driver's seat, not the passenger seat. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Advantage of being from the UK and understanding this stuff. Press harder! I really don't know anything about cars. But I had a feeling this was bound to come up. It usually does if they mention cars in the UK. It's usually it's the door and the passengers on the other side. It's usually the thing when that's brought up. It happened in Yakuza recently, didn't it? Your Honor? Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Mrs. Minnie, could you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was a totally special model from England. Well, that's different from what you said as well. So it's not from Scotland, it's not from Wales, it's not from Northern Ireland, it's not from the Isle of Man. Maybe even the Isle of Wight. I know, there's many other places beyond England in the United Kingdom. Did you fail to consider this? We'll press you harder. No, we'll just get to presenting the evidence. Objection! Miss Minnie, do you remember this article? Where? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and got out. That's correct, isn't it? Why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left? Or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? I mean, yes, your entire logic is completely 100% easy to pick apart there, Phoenix, because it's in my head, I'm she could have been in the back, it doesn't matter that way. Just get out the right-hand side or left-hand side at the back, it's fine, both passengers seat at the back. Anyway, the two of them were riding in a British car. I mean, I suppose it was a sports car, so... In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. Good. What do you mean by this? Miss Minnie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, that means you were in the driver's seat. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I can point to so many different logical arguments against, oh my, what Pheonix has just said. What I just went through previously, like backseats, potentially could have backseats. Even a sports car, does happen. But it could easily be, it's like, well, of course, I couldn't get out the left-hand side, could I? Because it was up against a wall. It was on fire. I decided to go out the right-hand side, across my sister, to get out. There you go. So it's like, well, I still left via the right-hand side door. Like, there you go. So, order in the court. Order. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Innie said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi. That is what Innie said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Pheonix, looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Innie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Mimi was. This is the thing, it's like, Mimi was, but Innie died and Mimi became Innie. Been thinking that ever since, like, the burnt face, so, you know. The answer is the one person who had her driver's license. Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said, the witness, Miss Innie Minnie, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. I'm gonna lose everything if I get this wrong. But I feel we're on the right lines here. We're on the right lines. Can I do that now? I don't want to lose those 4. This witness's real name is... there we go. Just wanted to be sure, Mimi. Mimi. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then, the body they found at the car crash site. That was the body of the real Innie Minnie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Minnie? Oh no, this is what I wanted to see. It's like, yeah, you can totally get out the left-hand side, can't you? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Innie Minnie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Innie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Minnie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that had died in the car crash, Mimi Minnie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Minnie was still in fact alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. What's happening? Well, Miss Enid. I mean, Miss Von Carter. Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meanie. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Meanie wanted her old self to disappear. Because of this. Yeah, to escape the disgrace of everything that happened there from the malpractice. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mini Mini. That's right. The person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Eni has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. Oh. Oh my. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Minnie choose to go with such a complicated plan? Why did Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. P. Franziska von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Alright. He's dead. Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham. Did he die? Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. I like he's just not there. I'd want to see his body like on the floor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yeah. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! Aww. There's a lot of cleavage there, though. It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? It was inside that clothing box, right? That box? That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick. Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out on another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Based on what people were saying, this happens again. What? I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Like, I actually have to present stuff here? This was not expected at all. What would present to her that idea, like... The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Well, it's not to get herself as the head. It's gotta be... Because obviously it's like she wants... Like, yes, she's the mother of Pearl. It's like, it's gotta be for Pearl. Right? What happens if I present this wrong? Do I die? Well, not die, but do I get a game over? I'm gonna... But, Pearly? For years from now, a new master will be born into the Korean village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family? My aunt? No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all so that Pearl's would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Oh. Date and time unknown. Detention center. Solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Korain. Dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. But I shall be patient. My dearest Pearl, a chance will present itself. Your time will come. The time has come. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout. The end. So what's this one going to be about? That's very intriguing. I'm liking... Who's this character behind Von Karma there? Like, clearly got a hat with a feather in it. I like the look already. I like the style you're going for there, but I'm very interested to see what comes of that. But I'd say I liked episode 2 because there was a lot of, like... This definitely feels more... what's the best way of putting it? Like, this entire game feels more tricky, more precise on the details of what's going on in several locations, because it's like I went through the first game pretty much like a breeze. I think there's like 1 or 2 instances where it's sort of like, ooh, well, maybe this, and then it's like, well, I meant to do that at a different time. It's like I had loads of that happening in episode 2, and I liked that because it's like my logic was roughly right most of the time, but it's like, actually, you're meant to be looking at it from this point of view. It's like, okay, that's actually intriguing. So I like that it caught me out several times. It means the writing got better, is the best way of putting it. It's like, I liked the first one because it was a nice introduction. Like, but this second game, it's like the writing has clearly gotten better and more involved. So I'm, if anything, looking forward to the third one in this trilogy. Because it's like, it can only get better. They get more refined from the looks of it. So the thing is, it's like, that was episode 2. What and how is episode 3 gonna play out? I guess we'll find out in the next part. Ta-ta for now.